Hi, it's Matt Yetter, Sherlock Home Inspections, phone number 971-212-7481, website address yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Thursday, May 2nd, 2024. The address we're inspecting today is 6162 Southwest Evelyn Street, Portland, Oregon 97219. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the basement clean out. The equipment being used today is the Rigid Sea Snake. This is one of the best sewer cameras in the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it's been noted that some of your sewer pipes made of clay, concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspection must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made of cast iron, ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe, with appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommend to place in any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in a 4-inch cast iron pipe. We are running some water. This is the basement bathroom sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. Again, we are accessing the sewer pipe from a clean out. This will be the east basement. It is an old cast iron pipe. Now, right from the get-go, even if the pipe passes inspection today, this is a 70-plus-year-old metal pipe in the moist northwest soil all day long, every day. So even if we're in working condition today, really should go into this. It would be wise to go into this knowing that this should be considered like a deferred cost item, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. It just keeps on going, but it's already at or past what would be considered like an average life expectancy. Pipe shows no recent signs of blockage, buildup, or backup. And overall, at least through the first 16 or 17 feet, everything is flowing pretty smoothly. Another thing, we would recommend having a sewer scope every 2 years, again because of the material. Just keeping an eye on things. The camera head was submerged there for a little bit. What we'll do is, on the pullback, we will turn off the water and drain everything out of the pipe and just watch and evaluate how that area reacts. So up until this point, 25 feet, the pipe had a pretty good downhill pitch, and then we kind of lose that. We go just a little bit flat here, so 24 feet. 25 feet we go underwater, camera head goes underwater. This is called a belly or a sag in the line, and then we pop out of it at about 26.5. So it's really, really small, but there's a little bit of flat piping there. Doesn't appear to be causing any issues. Doesn't appear that it's ever caused blockage or backup or anything like that. And overall pretty minor, all things considered. You can see this is probably the area of the most worn area anyway, where the two sections of pipe come together there. Definitely showing that it is a 70-year-old sewer pipe. Looks like we get some good news. At 50 feet we transition into ABS plastic, so it looks like at least a portion of the sewer pipe out there in the yard will be plastic piping. Looks like there's even a potential for a clean out, which is good. So the way it looks is like the cast iron piping runs runs west under the basement slab for a while, and that's all original piping. And then somewhere as we get out into the yard, pipe has been replaced or modernized, which is again really good news. As we reach the road, we're going to go back to concrete. So it does look like a large portion of the sewer piping through the front yard, or through the yard I should say, has been modernized, nicely improved, nicely modernized. But there's still, 50 feet of cast iron. And then we're going to go to concrete piping. And so this signifies transitioning pipe size, signifies transitioning pipe materials. We're going from ABS plastic into concrete. And then lastly, this is a branch off the city lateral piping. So we are right at or near the city lateral, which will be the end of the line. Concrete piping is about the same as the cast iron. It's just showing some aging and wear, but looks like it's working at this point. And we're going to reach the lateral. We'll call it 96 feet to the city lateral. So this is the large lateral pipe running through the middle of the road out there. This is the pipe that the homes in the neighborhood, at least the homes on the street, are tying into. And this would be the end officially of buyer-owner responsibility. I'm going to turn off the water, drain everything out of the pipe, wait a couple of minutes for everything to drain out, and then look at it again. Really, the things that we do know is that we have some older cast iron, we have some older concrete that will need modernizing or updating at some point, and we'll keep our fingers crossed. Like I said, it just keeps on going, but that's going to need some attention at some point. It could be years down the road. So you'll want to monitor, have that checked out every couple of years, and then just take it in 2-year increments and then replace it as needed. And then there was the one area, there was about a 2 to 3 foot water belly. We're going to turn off the water, and this will be most of the reason we're going to run a test on it now with the water off, how the area reacts when you turn off the water. Does everything go ahead and drain right on out of there? So I'm going to pause the video, turn off the water, and then look at it on the pullback. Okay, now we're coming up on the area where we had a little marginal pitch. Just curious to see how it's going to react with the water off. And as you can see, like, you turn the water off and everything does drain out of it pretty nicely. Here's that area, I believe. You can See, there'll be a little bit of residual stuff in there, but it has vastly improved with the water off. Here we go. Okay, so we had the camera head fully submerged in water when we took it down for a couple of feet the first time. You can see at least half of it did drain out of it. Camera head is no longer submerged, which is one of the keys that we're looking on as far as how much water's in the pipe. So it's pretty minor, and it got about half as much. Let about half of it out. So again, here is our little bit of standing water right there. Camera head does not go underwater anymore, so enough of it drained out where it's just a little bit of a residual puddle that hangs in the pipe, and so probably more of a, less of a concern for blockage or backup, and just the fact that the water in the metal pipe all day long just tends to wear things out. But we're already on borrowed time, so maybe it doesn't matter so much. So the recommendation is to keep an eye on things and then repair and or replace as needed. Consider it deferred cost, even though it does appear to be working right now. So if you take a snapshot of the property currently today, right now on the day of inspection, the pipe is working and appears to be draining and doing what we